I thought I would share something I did that's really simple this week that was helpful for emotional support. If you are not using essential oils, but you're curious about this topic, or maybe you have some and you just don't know where to start, hopefully this brings some clarity. I want to tell you exactly what I did, and it's not something I've done before. So it's similar to if you're starting out, this might be what it looks like. For me, I have rollers throughout the house for myself, for my kids, to make it really simple to use consistently. So consistency is very key. They're natural products, they're not medication, so the process in your body is going to look different. So here's what I did. So this week, well, every week, I have, if you don't know, I have twins that are two 2-year-olds and a 5-year-old girl who is very energetic. I'm sure many kids are. But to me, I love quiet. I love calm. I love peaceful. Like, I crave that. And I think every mom does, but I did even before. Like, I protect that. But when you have kids, you can only do so much. So I get overwhelmed like hourly because there's a lot of meltdowns, a lot of noise, and it can get very overwhelming and very overstimulating for me. But I cannot let that dictate how I treat my kids, though honestly it's very hard to not try to control something outside of myself. I have to bring some peace and calm back to bring some balance in my body, and so this is what I do. Most of the time I go to grab the rollers I've already pre-made. I love them, I still use them, but what I did this week was a little different. Like I mentioned, I went to my oils rack because I have different ones in my house so that I have, them really easy to access. But I just kind of felt like, I should just try lavender. And this is where I want to encourage you, is if you are going to your oils, whether you have 2, you have 5, and start with what you have and just kind of sit there for a second, and maybe a couple of them, maybe someone has told you, maybe I've told you these are good for this, maybe you've read about it. If you know that they're calming, or they are stress relief, or you just kind of are gravitating to a scent, just try it. And all I did was I went to my oils rack and I just sat there for a second and thought, you know what, I kind of just feel like I need lavender. I've literally never used it for this. That's not true. I've used it for sleep. I love it for sleep. I love it for my daughter's sleep. I know and have used it for versions of stress relief, but I've never just grabbed it and put it on myself. I normally have it in my hairspray, have it all kinds of other ways. It's amazing for irritated skin, if you grab something hot, if you've been in the sun too long, so many uses. But this is all I did. I just grabbed the bottle, and I know after years of using oils that this is very gentle. So just know, if you're gravitating to something like lavender, it's very gentle. And all I did was grab a drop and put a drop in my hand and just sit and breathe. I sometimes hide in my pantry, but only for a second, because something will happen if I'm gone too long. So I kind of steal moments away when I can to just reset. And it's not just about breathing. It's not the same as grabbing anything lavender from the store. As a society, as like a worldwide understanding, we know that, lavender is restful. It's relaxing. But if it's not pure therapeutic grade, you're not going to actually benefit from it. It might remind you that you need to rest. It might remind you to breathe deeply, but it's not actually going to speak to your body like a pure lavender will. So I just grab it, I put it on myself, and then the other thing that I like to do is, I don't know if you can tell, just drop a couple drops on my head so that when I move throughout the day, because I'm moving, doing stuff all day, I will smell it, and I love it. It's so calming. So it's not just about remembering that lavender is calming, it also speaks to your body. And I'm trying to think of what it just brings balance. It's grounding. It just offers you a shift in your day. So anyways, you don't have to grab the oils that I talk about over and over. You can go to your oils, whether you have 5, 4, however many, and just sit there and smell them, or maybe just look up the ones you have, and there are so many uses for every oil. So maybe maybe you know it as one that's great for your skin, like frankincense, but it can also be really good grounding wise. Frankincense is very grounding, very great for your immune system. So there's tons of uses for each oil. So anyways, I hope that's helpful. As always, if you have any questions, let me know.